Okay, over to my presentation. So I started my fitness in the college days, school days. I was a hockey player in the school and college days. I kept my memory cells active, and I started. There is no age barrier. I started my running at around 40 plus, and from 2015, I am started running, and made into my passion, running as a passion. And I have done 2 full marathons, and this is the slide you see is the full marathon in the famous Bombay Wally Sea Link, and my medals shown, miles to go. And this is my lifetime achievement, the Guinness World Record, the official participant in the, for being awarded the most number of participants in a hill marathon. It's very difficult to run in a hill. Even to run in a road is difficult, but to run in a hill and a half marathon. And I finished this special hill marathon in the routine, same time taken in the normal road, that is 2 hours 30 minutes. This is the scenic view of the marathon. That is up to 7 to 10 kilometers is the uphill, and you take a U-turn and come down. Downhill, you are almost a sprint to the finish line. This is the scenic view, the Satara Hill. Running, there is no age bar for fitness. This is the Nellai Marathon few years back, and see at the 10 kilometer mark, I am overtaking a 11 or 12-year-old boy. There is no age limit for fitness. So my role model, a running model, is Usain Bolt. In the legends are born in the finishing line. So you have to have a lot of training and endurance, so that at the finish line you have, I make it a point to sprint to the finish line, so that you have a final cherishment of finishing a marathon. So fitness goal, we all have so many fitness goals. Every year we plan, but this year 2020 is about the COVID season made about whole U-turn. So we don't have any fitness goal of weight reduction or making a six-pack or a diet plan or so on and so forth. But our only aim is to have a fitness, consistent exercise daily. As your president told, there is no need to stress on the fitness. You have a mental stress also. And as frontline warrior, you make it a point, some goal, a daily 30 minutes a day as WHO standards, so that you can be a consistent and perform your exercise. So why fitness? Fitness almost is an immunity booster, as I said. And whatever exercise you do, walking, running, cycling, whatever you do, it's a release of endorphins, you all know. And it elevates the mood. So it's a punch that food is the most utilized anxiety drug, and exercise is the most underutilized antidepressant. So a few minutes or 30 minutes of exercise a day elevates your mood. Release of endorphins elevates your mood, and whole 23 hours of your day is active. You can do actively your routine work. So 1 hour of workout is just 4% of your day. Just 4%. So no excuses. You cannot quit. You cannot say excuse for any exercise a day. So now the present lockdown period, most of us were locked down at home. So sitting for long hours at home is treated as equivalent to smoking. So at this present scenario, we are all stuck, sometimes stuck at home. Most of the time, I'm not against webinars, but most of the times we are at webinars for a long time. So you take a break at 30 minutes, you take a break of 5 to 10 minutes, stretch yourself and come back. So that is the recovery. So pre-workout evaluation, so it's a must. As a doctors, sometimes we're poor patients. We don't look after ourselves. So we have to have our baseline, as previous speaker Dr. Sulaiman told. We have to have a previous baseline of your pulse rate, resting heart rate, your baseline blood pressure. And at present, we have all monitors coming to our home, pulse oximeter at home. So you check everything, and you routinely do a mastical checkup after 40, as no need to advise doctors. We do a routine hemoglobin, its oxygen carrying capacity. As exercise level is concerned, we check the VO2 max, which is the maximum oxygen utilized during exercise. So then you check your blood sugar level, renal function test, and ECG, baseline ECG, echocardiogram, and the latest deficiencies like vitamin D, vitamin B12, sometimes calcium, phosphorus, most are deficient, some of so you check before starting any workout. We do a pre-workout evaluation. Is a very, very important. As a marathon runner, as before any marathon, I do all the checkup, master health checkup, even do a cardiologist, get a cardiologist opinion, fitness, and then go for the marathon. So how to make time for fitness? So this is a big dilemma, whether to do it in the morning, whether you do it in the evening. Sometimes you give excuses and we skip that. So make it a habit, like brushing is a habit. So make it a habit. Earlier you have a 6 hours of sleep in the night and you are fresh in the morning. So it's ideally, I feel morning is the ideal time for fitness. But according to the duty hours, if you have any disturbance in the morning, you can do it in the evening, but not very late in the night. So my wake up time, that is again, it depends upon your wake up time. So my wake up time is usually 4 o'clock in the morning. So I make it a time before my hospital hours or duty hours, so make it a time to finish up my workout. So today is Sunday, I didn't take a holiday. Today morning, I finished up 11 kilometers in the morning. So made a point, make it a point to do workout with my duty hours for fitness. So the consistency is the main key factor. This is not about making 1 hour or 2 hours of exercise or walking or running or cycling. Either a fixed time or a fixed or whatever passion you have, you develop that and do it well. You may not be too fast or you will not be too slow, but make it every day. Make it a point to do it every day so that you get a good results in 3 weeks of time. So this is a model of for you all to have a workout schedule. So there are 7 days a week. As such, you can have 7 days. You can take rest. That is, you can have a good, nice nap or sleep. Sorry, it's not nap. It's a good sleep on 2 days of the week. So 2 days of the week, you can sleep. No workout, nothing, you can enjoy. And if you're on duty days, post-duty days, you can take rest. That is 2 days of week, you can take rest. So in the other 5 days, 3 days you plan your regular workout. Either you take up walking, or if you are interested in cycling, or you are in running, or swimming, whatever. Now it's not possible, but any other workout you want, do it on your other 3 days. Whichever days you want to choose, you can choose. And remaining 2 days, you have to work on your strengthening. You need not walk for almost whole week, or you need not run. Even I don't run on all days. So I do run on 3 days. So I have my own personal trainer and a personal workout plan. So I run on 3 days only. So 3 days you have your own workout schedule, and the other 2 days you have your strengthening of your body, like upper body strengthening or lower body strengthening. And one other day, one day you can do a core and strengthening, other day you can do breathing exercise. It's very, very important. Breathing exercise and yoga. This yoga and the breathing exercise will improve your core. So as I said, 2 days of rest and 3 days of your regular workout, and 1 day of core strengthening, 1 day of your yoga, whatever you like. So you can alternate this. So this is the basic workout schedule. So unless you make a schedule, you won't proceed with a regular workout. So before any workout, you have to do a dynamic warm-up. So after finishing your workout, whatever workout you do, you have to do a cool-down stretches. The warm-up will be around 10 minutes. Whatever time you do a good warm-up. What is the basis of warm-up? You bring the heart, your heart to a exercise level. Resting heart maybe, for the athletes, it may be less than 60, but baseline maybe most of you maybe 60 to 70. Then you can note down your resting heart and you bring out to the exercise level. Then you are from the resting level or from the sleep, you are coming to the workout, you have to loosen all your joints from the head to foot. And never stretch. Most of us, you make the mistake. Even I did the mistake when I started my training program. I used to stretch a lot. So never stretch before any workout, because the resting muscles are very prone for injury during your workout. So where does the stretch comes? The stretch comes in the cool down phase. So this is the picture you can do. The picture may not be clear, very clear. So you can do the dynamic warm up. You can do a slow jog, a slow walk for 5 minutes, and you can do rotations of all the joints from the head to foot. Like tilting your head right and left, up and down, each 5 counts or 10 counts. Then your shoulders, then your arms, your wrist, then your chest movement, front and back, and then your hip rotations, and then your knee rotation, and then your ankle and the foot. In this order, you do it in the order from the head to foot, each around 10 counts in the clockwise and anti-clockwise directions. This will set your rhythm of the body to set for the exercise. This is the dynamic warm-up. As I said, the cool down stretches, after you finish up, just come, don't finish up, just come and relax. This is the, now the stretches come into play. These are called the static stretches. So the warm-up is a dynamic one and the cool down is a static one. So you have to do from the, again, from the head to foot, you do stretches. Like from the neck, from the shoulders, upper arm, the individual muscles. You can do the biceps, the triceps, and the chest muscles, and in the back, and the leg, thigh muscles, quads, hamstrings, and the foot. Each you can do a stretch for 10 seconds. Don't do it very fast. It will injure. So all the group of muscles should be stretched from head to foot. So don't forget to cool down at the end of your workout. So finally, you have to have a good hydration. And also one more point of your cool down is a savasana. Most of the people who are doing yoga must be knowing this. 5 minutes of savasana, lie down flat, which will relax your whole body, mind. So this is the position, this is the posture of the savasana. You lie down flat on a mat and your head not too much extended or too much flexed, the neck in a relaxed position, the arms by the sides of the body, the palms facing up, the chest and abdomen are in the relaxed position, legs are just wide apart, and the foot are in the relaxed position. Just close your eyes and think in your mind that you are going to relax from the head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the chest, the abdomen, the pelvic, the thighs, the calf muscles, and the foot. And you can also concentrate on your breathing. After exercise, you will have a labored breathing, and you can practice. What I practice also, you have stomach work on. That is, you inhale, you blow out the stomach. When you exhale, you suck in, like make a vacuum in the stomach. So abdomen. So you do it slowly, like 15 counts. You can slowly slow down your breathing also in a due course of time. So in savasana, you lay down for 3 to 5 minutes in this posture. And if you sleep, if you tend to lie down for more than 5 minutes, you will tend to sleep. That is also in danger. So coming to the next to the important aspect, what are the gadgets, apps? There are so many, plenty in the market online. So what do you want to do and what do you want to select? That's your choice. You can have a app watches in the smart watches, you can have in the mobile phone, but don't follow from the net or online. You get your own and set your app or schedule according to your plan. That is a personalized one. So how do these gadgets and apps help? One is they help the note down your exercise. Daily you can note down what you have done, like the number of steps, 10,000 steps a day. That is very important. You will all do. And you can also monitor heart rate. There are gadgets which will give a heart rate. The resting, you can note down your resting heart rate, you can note down a maximum heart rate, and then during the day you can note your heart rate. Then you can also note down your VO2 max. Some of the advanced watches, I have a watch which I have noticed is the VO2 max during exercise. And one more thing, you can also have an apps for the diet also. Whatever diet you follow, what are the hydration you follow, what are the diets you take, how many calories you spend. I'm not going into the details, but the apps give a direct motivation. Only disadvantage is don't be dependent on the apps. So don't fall into the prey for these apps. So don't do your own workouts and follow and record and assess. Don't compare with others. Try to compete with yourself, your performance. That is more important in the regarding gadgets and apps. Coming to the outfits, usually as runner, I have my own outfits, but you have a well-fitting dry fit clothes. If it is too sweaty in the hot climate like Chennai, it is very hot. Now it's a rainy season. So we have to have a dry fit clothes. It's very important. Then again, shoe fit is very, very important. You should have always carry a hydration, a water bottle of 1 liter of water along with your, and have sweatbands and towels. These are the minimum like outfits you can have for your workout. Regarding shoe fit, it's a rule of thumb. Before buying a shoe, like you buy a shoe, usually buy a shoe and then start walking or running. When we find a difficulty, you have, as a runner, I found in long marathons, I have encountered, like in the long running, you have encountered subungual hematoma, small blisters will come. You can have blisters. Very tight shoes are the problem. So whenever you buy a shoe, you have press your thumb in the foot end, tip of the toes to have a gap. So tight fitting shoes can end up in a problem. So selecting the shoe is important. I'm not promoting any brand, but shoe fit is again very important. But some people are used to in barefoot walking, but you should be careful. It is not advised, but you should be careful. So shoe fit is very important. Coming to the hydration. So there are so many controversies. So normal workouts like walking, whatever you do, water is more than essential. 1 liter of water is more essential, more than enough. So it is 0 calories. Whatever you lose by the water by sweat loss, you can replace with water. Next is the electrolyte drink. So electrolyte drink, if you are going for a vigorous workout, you can have the sweat loss. You can do it more than 30 minutes or 40 minutes or 1 hour. You can replace with some electrolyte solution. Not any particular about that. There are so many. So as a marathoner, I do personally take some branch chain amino acid powder is there, so online. So I take for the marathons, but not advised for all. But it is either you can take water or some electrolyte solutions. So when to take this hydration. So it is very, very important. So never go start your workout on an empty stomach. You think that there is a myth that you tend to burn calories, you tend to burn fat, but you are finally, if you are going on empty stomach, you are burning your muscles, nothing else. So you have to workout. You can take a banana, whatever you can take, what is ideal for you, you can try or in your regular workout, and you can take. Or you can take a pre-workout drinks, whatever you make. So you can take, and during the workout, every 50 minutes of exercise, you can take around 200 ml of water. Avoid energy boosting and glucose containing drinks. So most of the drinks, glucose-free solutions are very useful, is advisable, but most of the drinks have glucose in it. So electrolyte, as I said, electrolyte drinks are always better. So coming to the regular workout plans, what are the various types? We're going to discuss various types walking. So walking is a normal, usually taken up by all, because walking, as Dr. Suleiman told, first thing is it will reduce by 3 weeks of time, it will reduce the blood pressure to 5 to 10 millimeters of mercury. So easiest, you are activating the peripheral heart, the calf muscles by walking. And now in this season, it's very difficult to go without mask and all. So where to walk? So you can walk inside your house, you have a space, or walk in your terrace. And the posture is important. So the walking is concerned. So don't do a heel strike, that will injure. So you should land on your forefoot and midfoot. Coming to the running, I will tell some more question, but keep your posture. Posture is important. One is avoid heel strike. Next is keep your back straight. Most of us tend to bend from the hip. So tend to bend your hip. So don't avoid that. So avoid that. So you will have a back pain. You will prevent your back pain. Then the arm movement. Most of us have peculiar movement in the using your arms. Some will have swing your arms in front, some will swing in the back, some will vigorously swing, but they won't walk fast. So normally what you do is you keep your elbow at 90 degree and you tend to move your arms, both the arms in to and fro motion, back and forth, not very high, to up or to back. That is the walking motion. So number of steps that counts matter. So the duration or the pace, that doesn't matter. You do a 30 minutes of walking as advised by WHO every day or 5 days a week. It is more than enough. So you need not, you skip, you are on duty, you are busy. We need not wait for the Sunday to come and then go for 1 hour, 2 hour walking. That is useless. So consistently do walking in 30 minutes a day or whenever you find time. That is the more than ideal enough. So next is the jogging. Jogging is again in between, like the posture is the running motion is bring into play in the, if you are doing a jogging, and your pace will be slow, and if you are not into vigorous into running motion. Ideally, if you are interested in the running, you can start with a jog only, or you can do walking for 3 minutes and jog for 1 or 2 minutes, breaks with breaks. So 3 minutes of walk and 2 minutes of 1 to 2 minutes of jog. So ideally, it's a very good aerobic exercise, fat burning. And you can also, I follow this method, Phil Muffington method. Usually we say exercise level, maximum heart rate, 220 minus age is the formula. But this aerobic, the formula is to ideally keep the heart rate 180 minus your age. If your age is 50, like it is, you keep your heart rate around 130. So you start up your exercise, whatever workout, it will be low. But when you proceed your exercise workout, it will be rising. So in that time, if your heart rate is rising more than your target 130 plus, so you need to take a walk break. You need not stop, but you can take a walk break. So you can follow this method, very low heart rate, aerobic, fat burning, jogging, 30 minutes a day. Don't do beyond 30 minutes. If you do beyond 30 minutes, heart rate will tend to rise. It's very difficult to condition. And if you condition your heart rate at this method, jog, low heart rate, aerobic, fat burn, your endurance will develop to 100%. So you can do any workout in a long period. But this needs a lot of patience. So it will take minimum 3 weeks to 3 months for the aerobic function to develop. So one more is anaerobic. I will come later. So I follow this method, this aerobic method for the long runs, like marathons. I have to be on road for minimum of 3 hours. So I have to condition my heart at a low heart rate level so that I can finish my marathon. So coming to the running form, this is the running form. Whoever is interested or whoever is running now, so you can note this point. This is a correct running posture. So the lean should be, as I told you in walking or running, it should be from the ankle. So lean forward from the ankle, not from the hip. And your head should be seeing, like posture should be in a tall boy model. So your eyes seeing a long distance, focusing a long distant object. So you should be straight. Vision should be straight, and body leaning from the ankle. And as I told you, the arm movements from the 90 degree to 2 and 4 motion in a uniform motion. You should also note your breathing pattern. Next, coming to the gym. Now, going to the gym is out of question and put a figure, but most of the who have treadmill at home, you can do your treadmill walk. The treadmill, you have so many types. And you can have set your speed. You can do sprints, you can do intervals, you can do slow walking. Like I told you, jogging, whatever you want, you can do. So most of us, you don't. Very sorry to say, most of us have a gym, treadmill at home, and it is being used as a cloth hanger. So you can have a balcony, you have a space, you can have a treadmill, you can have some basic weights, dumbbells like 3 kg or 5 kg to do upper body strengthening like biceps, triceps, and chest muscles. And you can have a floor mat, you can do a floor exercise, you can do squats, lunges. So you can set up your own home gym. So so that you can do very easy for us, like we are busy on duty, so you can come back and do the workouts at home. So mainly I stress this home gym on the core and strengthening at home. Next is cycling. Now cycling is out of question, but there is cycling. You can do a static cycling at home. This is one form of a very good form of cross training. I do this once in a month or once and twice in a month for a long endurance training. So this is again an aerobic with a low heart rate. You know, the resistance, you can set up a resistance, or you can do a normal cycling for minimum half an hour to 1 hour. Some people are interested in regular cycling. They go for 100 kilometers or 200 kilometers, but don't stress out. Just do cycling for 30 minutes to 45 minutes. That is more than enough. So cycling at least once a week is very, very important, very useful in a type of cross training. Zumba, those who are interested in dance, may not be a regular or a professional dancer, but you can put on your own music, soothing music, and you can do your aerobic stretches or your exercise according to your wish you can do. So Zumba is a very effective form of aerobic exercise that you can do at home. Coming to the next core form, very important, this is yoga and meditation. So make it a point to do yoga, meditation. You need not go, you can attend. There are most of the classes, online classes are there. So you can learn yoga, basic hatha yoga, whatever yoga you can follow. And I have the picture I put Surya Namaskar. The Surya Namaskar is the only form of yogic exercise which is activating the whole muscles of the body from the head to foot. So there are 12 postures. So you do a right leg and a left leg. It is considered as one set. So start doing like at least 2 sets of Surya Namaskar each day. So, and you can slowly progress up to 12 sets or whatever time you have, you can do the form of Surya Namaskar. And other asanas, if you know well and good, you can do Padmasana, you can do Vajrasana, you can do other asanas, and you can do the other stretching. So the yoga exercise gives a very good strengthening for your core and stretches your body. So next is the meditation. Meditation is one very good form of relaxation. So how to do meditation? Again, very, very easy, simple. You need not go to Guruji. So you sit in a quiet, calm place, switch off your mobiles and gadgets. You can do a chin mudra and back straight. You can lean onto a wall for a back support. You can do in Padmasana or in Vajrasana, whatever form. Try it out. Meditation, you can do it a challenge from tomorrow onwards. Take it a 1 minute meditation every day. Initially, you're finding it difficult to set with whether the phone is ringing or what is the time, and all. Then finally, you will be settling in the meditation. So you can do up to 5 minutes. So make it a challenge to do 1 minute meditation challenge every day for 30 days. Then it will become a habit. So 5 minutes of meditation is very, very useful. So coming to the few points to the rest of the exercise, which is important, is next is the very important is the rest and sleep, which is mostly deficient in most of us. So working at untime hours, so you don't get adequate sleep, you are restless, or you are not able to work peacefully. So sleep is very important. Next is the diet, then injury, and then what are the effects of it. So sleep. So what is important? So there is a usual, this thing is that you have 6 hours of sleep is advised for everybody, but as age advances, you get only 4 hours of sleep, and the duty hours, you get a call, you get up, and the sleep is disturbed. So what do you do for a workout? You set up an alarm, and you usually, most of us, you wake up, snooze the alarm, and wake up later after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and finally you say, we missed it. And how do you sleep? You sleep like a baby, just relaxed sleep, so that the whole body gets relaxed. So if you have apps, there are apps we can monitor how much the deep sleep, what is the REM sleep, what is the NREM sleep. So finally, you can check your sleep pattern in the apps also. So sleep is very important for your regular performance. That improves your exercise performance also. Diet plan. there are plenty number of diet plans in the online, and I personally, as a marathon runner, I follow a dietitian and advice. But as you have different modalities, your own diets, you can personalize as vegetarian or non-vegetarian, which is best. But personalize your own diet and follow that. As I told you earlier, for any exercise, don't go on empty stomach. You can take a banana, and always tend to avoid the fruit juices. You can take whole fruit. That is one more thing important. And post-workout, pre-workout, you can take, I said banana. And post-workout, you tend to take more of protein. More of protein for your exercised muscles, to build up your muscles. So proteins are important. And hydration, I told you whether to take water or electrolyte solution. That is again important. And so many diets are in the pipeline, but I don't come into the. Not going to this side. So diet, as such, I advise you have a proper diet. So protein, post workout, you have a protein rich diet is very important. So coming to the very important parts, injury, wherever they say in the myth. So when there is no pain, no gain. That is a myth. So you have a pain, the body is giving an alarm. Stop your exercise, give rest. So always you have a pain, you have you have friends of orthopedicians, you have physiotherapists, to check with them what is the correct problem. You have a joint pain, you have a strain in the muscle or a ligament, whatever it is. But don't strain or don't stress out on the exercise part and continue your exercise and finally land up in injury. Because chronic injury, you cannot come back to your regular exercise pattern. So stop if there is a pain. So rest, ice pack, and physio or ortho consultation will relieve you from the present scenario. As I told you, empty stomach, avoid that. And always, as a president told, don't stress on your workout. Don't have a big plans. Be cool on your workouts every day, and you keep consistency. And your body definitely needs rest and recovery 24 to 48 hours. That's why I told you, for any plan, 2 days of rest is very important. Sleep is also very important. So don't stress out. Again, very important. You have weight loss. We all know the weight loss not is equal to fat loss. You have peripheral fat and visceral fat, and the fat loss is occurs very late in your day course. You cannot expect sudden results, quick results with a fat loss. So you have to be patient if you are planning for a fat loss. But weight loss, you can, if you do consistently, you will come into picture very soon of your regular exercise. Coming to some few tips on their stretches. So if you are working for long hours, like in the webinar, like more than 1 hour or so, you can do some stretches. So the UN WHO says every 30 minutes take a break and do a small stretches. So if in our profession, like radiologists mostly sit on the computers and system, they have, and most of us, we use the mobiles in a wrong posture. We look down and you have a chronic neck pain. So you do stretches when doing long hours. So these are the few exercises you can do stretches, like back extension. You have a back pain, correct posture is not maintained in the chair. So back exercise, back stretches, the neck and elbow, shoulders, and so on. You can also stretch your legs also. Sitting for long hours, you can stretch your legs also. So finally, summing up. So in this season, the main part of fitness health plays a major role. It boosts the immunity. So do consistency, keep consistency. That is very important, and never quit. And no excuses. Excuses never burn calories. And try to monitor with your apps a personalized plan, and try to update your plans and try to motivate others, not only your family, your friends, and so on, so that the next generation is of very good health and fitness. So fitness is contagious and spread it. So in my classmates, in our batch meet, in the Golden Jubilee, Dr. Suleiman knows very well. I started in our batch meet a dynamic FitSap group. I formed a group, and most of my classmates are there in this lecture. They have combined us, and daily morning they update me whatever work they do, they walking or some swimming or running, whatever they do, they update me. So they tend to update, and in the WhatsApp, form a WhatsApp group. I can guide you with all the plans, and they spread the awareness on fitness. So take care of the body. The main punch is take care of your body. It is the only place you have live in. There are no antibiotics, no vaccines around the corner. So in this season, you have only PPE, that is the health and fitness. So take care.